Hey, did you bring cake? Ladies and gentlemen, friends and family, and crew members in good standing, welcome back to the Stephen Ian Project. My name is Ian. Today, the project is proud to present to you the second episode in our ongoing series, Steve's Story Corner. But before I go any further, I'm going to go ahead and invite you all to like, share, and subscribe. I'm also going to invite you to jingle our bell icon. Doing so will allow you to be notified as to when we drop another video. Now, without further babblings, I'm going to pass it on to Steve. Take it away, Steve.
Hello, everybody. My name is Stephen DiLorenzo, and I've got a story for you. As a kid growing up in the Bronx, I was a nice kid, but I didn't know how to defend myself. I got into a lot of fights, and I didn't come out on top quite often. I got beat up a lot. It was quite depressing. But things started to change for me. One of the changes was I was doing theater one summer, and one of the guys in the theater company was this long-haired guy named Neil, and he had these big arms. And I said, "What's up?" He goes, "Well, as a kid, I used to get bullied a lot. When I started lifting weights, then I didn't get bullied no more." And I said, "Oh." Next thing I know, I asked my father for a weightlifting set. He got me one, and I was lifting weights, and I was lifting weights, and I was getting strong. But that still wasn't enough. Then in high school, just by accident, there was this big guy I went to junior high school with named Ivanhoe. And he was a real nice guy. And he went down and he joined the wrestling club. And he came back, we were in homeroom together. He goes, "Hey, Steve, I joined the wrestling club. It's really cool, man. You can go down there and join the wrestling club." So because of him, I went down. And I met the coach, and he seemed like a really nice guy. Hi. And his name was Bob Stolley. Really nice guy. Looked a lot like Mark Spitz. Next thing you know, I'm learning how to wrestle. And after that, and lifting weights, all of a sudden I was getting a lot more confident. And then I joined the judo club with Mr. Wasserman. Let me tell you, after that, I got to be honest, I was looking forward to getting into a fight. Because now I could handle myself, and I could throw people, and that was so much fun. So, as I was working out and I was wrestling, I was getting beat up a lot on the mat. And I was wrestling, and we were a club, and we'd wrestle other clubs. And we'd have what was called wrestle-offs, where you would challenge another guy for the weight class. I challenged the 155-pounder. I got crushed. I challenged the 165-pounder. I got crushed. I challenged the 175-pounder. I got crushed. It was hard, but I kept trying. And by the end of the season, I'll never forget, I think it was like last week of April or first week of May, I challenged the 175-pounder, a guy named Jack, nice guy, and I beat him. I finally won a wrestle-off. I was now the 175-pounder. The only thing was, it was almost the end of the season, and the city championship had already happened. But there was another tournament coming up called the Novice Wrestling Tournament. First year they were having it. So I entered that tournament. In other words, all of us entered this tournament. Anyone that didn't place in the club city championship got to go to this tournament. And I went there, and I got in at a 165-pound weight class. I weighed about 160, 158. First match, I'll never forget, I'm going up against this really tall kid from Columbus High School, Christopher Columbus High School in the Bronx. And he was really tall and skinny. And the coach goes, "Hey, you see those legs? They're yours. You go in there, you grab those legs, and you throw them to the mat." "Right, coach, right, coach." And just like the coach said, I went there, I shot in, I grabbed him, and right to the mat. And I pinned him in the first period. I actually scored I remember it was a 35-second pin. My first pin, and I pinned the guy in 35 seconds. I was so proud of myself, you have no idea. Second match. I'm going up against a guy from my own school, Louis Hernandez. Louis Hernandez always reminded me of a Spanish singer because he was always singing songs, and he was always cool. He was like, ba, 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 conga guy, he always had rhythm to him, man. He was very cool, and he was a really nice guy. And we had a really good match, and everybody expected me to lose because he was a junior, I was a freshman. but I won. It was considered a major upset. Wow, Steve beat Louis Hernandez. I was like on top of the world. I also felt bad because I beat Louis and he was a nice guy. Finals. I'm in the finals of the tournament. My first wrestling tournament, and I'm in the finals. I'm against another junior from my school, a guy named Steve White. Well, didn't turn out the way I wanted it to turn out. I was pinned in the first period, but that was okay. I took second place in my first wrestling tournament. It was unbelievable. From that moment on, I knew this is what I wanted to do, is be a wrestler and win a city championship. And that's what I was going to do. Anyway, that's my story.
Well, we sure hope you liked that video as much as we enjoyed making it for you. Come on back next week when we present to you something else. I don't know yet. But before I go, I want you to know that Steve and I love you, and we hope you're taking care of yourself during these trying times. We hope that you are maintaining your social distance, washing your hands, sanitizing if failing that, and that you're wearing a mask. So until we meet again, adieu.